welcome back to Twisted Dice. This week we have an excellent battle report for you. It is the week before chapter approved, so we are going to play a Maelstrom game to change it up. And we're going to play 2,000 points. I'm going to take my Ultramarines, and Alex is going to take his Ork army. Before we jump into the Ultramarines and the Ork army and talk through them, we would say to you, please like, share and subscribe. It does really help us. In the details below, I will put in our Patreon details, so if you want to jump over there and get involved with the little community that we've created and help out, that would really help too.
Guys, these are the Orks. I'm running a battalion and a vanguard detachment. We got 3 squads of Ork boys, 1 of 20, and with 10 shooters, 9 sluggers, and a knob with a claw, and then 2 squads of 26. Big shooter, 4 other shooters with the knob with a power claw, tank buster bombs in each of them. Leading the army, we've got the Big Mech Dreadwolf Battalion for the Relic Shock Attack Gun. Got War Boss with, as you see, Combi Rocket, Power Claw, Squig. Got Pain Boy, got Weird Boy leading the Vanguard detachment and a knob with a Wog banner. 2 squads of Gretchen, 1 in 10, 1 in 11. Squad of Tank Busters, 10 strong with the knob and 2 bomb squids riding in the truck. 12 looters. We've got the Shock Jump Dragster. We've got 3 killer cans, 2 rockets and a shooter. There is the Dackerjet with 6 super shooters and 5 warbikers with the knob with a power claw. All are death skulls.
So 2,000 points of Ultramarine sees us take a spearhead detachment. This army will be made up of Roboute Guilliman, who comes as a super heavy auxiliary detachment. And then to make up the HQ slots for the spearhead, we have a Primaris Chaplain, as well as Sergeant Cronus, who comes in a laser pattern Vindicator Destroyer. The rest of the army is made up of 2 units of Devastators. I take those in drop pods. I take 2 tactical squads to fill out the HQ slots, and 2 units of Stern Guards, and they all go in the 4 drop pods, so they'll be dropping in. And then a new unit that I'm trying out, which I've painted up for this game, is going to be the Rapier Carriers from Forge World. So I'm interested to try these out. I'm adding 3 of them to the army. What I have in there are going to be Shatter Shells as well as Thunderfire Shells. So let's see how they do in the game. Let's jump over to deployment. So here we are. Before we go through deployment, let us talk about the mission. So we're actually playing Contact Lost. It results in 6 of these objectives, which are pretty cool. These are Alex's, and they have the number on the actual marker themselves. So there's 6 of those evenly spread across the table, 12 inches in, and we've decided to put them 12 inches from the edge for the corner ones, 1 in the middle, and 1 over here, and the same is replicated on the Orks side. So Contact Lost, how the mission actually works is you draw 1 objective at the start of your turn 1. What you then do is for every objective marker that you hold following turn 1, you get another tactical objective.
And then you draw up to 6
yes,
for each control.
Yeah, so if you hold 3, correction, if you hold 3, you only get 3. And because we have chapter approved coming out next week, we just decided we'd do a really fun Maelstrom game. And I actually haven't used the cards for the Ultramarines. They're pretty cool. So let us jump into the deployment of the armies. So here we are with the Ultramarines deployed like so. So we've got Roboute Guilliman here surrounded by 2 tactical squads split in the middle. I have the Primaris Chaplain with the Seal of Oath, as well as 3 units of Rapiers and Sergeant Cronus here at the side. I have everything else deployed in reserve, and then Alex has set up his army as so. So where's your Warlord hidden? Is he?
My Warlord is the Shock Attack Gun Big Mech.
Nice. And then the units.
There are 3 units of boys arrayed at the very front of the lines, ready to get shopping.
So here we go. So I actually deployed first, and I decided to allow Alex to go first. So do you want to draw your card and then go through moves? Start of turn 1. Alex, do you want to pick a card up?
Yeah, so
see what you're
my
playing.
first card is Advance.
Oh,
That's not happening, guys, so I suspect I will be getting rid of that card at the end of my turn.
very nice. Okay, well, I shall let you do that, and we will come back for turn 1 movement. I'm not going to try and seize. I have chosen to let Alex go first. So let's get into it. So let's go through Orc movement.
Here we are.
Orcs turn 1, end of the movement phase. What have you done, Alex?
So all the boys' squads have advanced forwards.
Yep.
Just trying to swamp the centre of the board, claim some board control.
For sure. And so you're holding 1, 2.
There's 3 here and 4 over on my flank at the moment.
Okay, nice.
Generally trying to limit the impact of 4 drop pods appearing in my back lines. Kind of why the Gretchen are there, protecting important things.
Yeah, nice.
So I've got the 2 units of boys in range of the Pain Boy, and the auras of the War Boss and the Banner. If cans, tank busters, going after Sergeant Kronos with what looks like a big nasty gun.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Right. So do you, should we move into shooting then?
Well, yeah, shooting my sidekick. I'm not going to be doing any psychic powers this time. I don't need to jump anything at this stage.
No worries. So skipping the psychic phase. I should just talk my opponents out of these things. And you're going straight into shooting, is that right?
Yep, let's go bang bang.
Cool. First unit to shoot is the Killer Cans. You declared big shooter into these squad guys.
Yep, and then 2 rocket launchers into Sergeant Kronos.
Cool. Do you want to roll the...
So I've got the big shooter first on 4s because they're Gretchen.
Yep.
1 hit, strength 5. That's no wound.
Okay.
And the 2 rocket launchers on 4s. Strength 8, so...
Toughness 8, so 4s to wound.
That's 1 at -2 AP.
-2 AP, so we're going to look at 5s and 6s, which is a 6. So Kronos, that's a good roll for him. He's happy.
For now.
For now. 10 rockets into Kronos. This could be painful.
So we hit on 5s.
Yep.
Tank busters reroll all failed hit rolls against the vehicle keyword.
Okay, which makes sense. Ooh, 2 so far.
So there's a lot of hits here. There are 3 6s, which means I get 3 extra shots with this weapon.
Yep.
For Daka,
That's
Daka,
handy.
Daka. These reroll hits still.
Cool. Kronos could be
So we
looking
have
at a...
9 out of 10 hits with orc shooting.
Wow, cool.
We're on 4s to wound for a strength 8 rocket. Well, that's less good. But I can reroll a wound roll for being a death scout.
Yep.
So that's only 3 going through at -2.
That's still a lot of damage though, isn't it? They're 3
Potentially.
flat 3. So I need what, 5s and 6s?
5s and 6s to save here.
So -2. I've got a 3 up save on the tank, so let's see what I can do. I've saved 1, so that's potentially a flat 6. Do you have any other rockets or anything else that could potentially hurt me?
Not over this side of the table.
Oh,
not
my
at
God.
long range.
Anything else coming from the other side of the table? Because I'm just thinking, do I spend... I do like Kronos. Kronos is one of my favourites. He died last game, so I will spend... Ooh, I won't. I'm limited on command points because I've actually gone for a spearhead... What's it called again? A spearhead detachment. So I'm going to take 6 damage, which is quite nasty. Ouch. There we go. So I'm willing to take the damage. You've got... What's this unit
This
called?
is the Shock Jump Dragster. So
Yeah.
Came with the Speed Freaks box.
Very nice. And this is actually going into this unit of Marines here. So I'll let you roll away.
Yeah. So I've got the Shock Rifle. This is a unit designed for taking out tanks, but there's no tanks this side of the table yet. So the Shock Rifle actually hits on 3s.
Oh!
I can reroll a hit roll for being an Orc. That's a 6, which is an extra shot. So that's 2 hits overall. It's strength 8.
Yeah, so
2s to wound. I'll reroll a wound roll here. So that's 1 at -3 AP.
6 up. I have to laugh. I just think
D6 damage, but that's a dead
just
tactical
one
Marine.
That is some really unfortunate rolling.
So the 1s to hit, I take a mortal wound at the end as well.
Oh wow, okay.
So I've also got a rocket launcher at the top, which hits and wounds -2 AP.
-2 AP, so 5 or a 6. Which I fail.
That'd be a flat 3, but
Cool.
also known as a dead tactical Marine.
Another dead tactical Marine. That's 2 dead tactical Marines so far. And then you're going to shoot... Is that all? Everything from this jump jet?
I've got 18 shots from my Daka jet going into this squad.
Well, that should do a little bit more damage.
So these have +1 to hit because it's targeting everything at the same squad.
Yeah.
So we're on 4s to hit, and we'll re-roll a hit roll.
Yeah. It's nicer when you're just using individual rolls. Right, okay.
There's 2 6s there.
And we get, yeah, same again. Cool.
These are strength 6 and AP -1.
So 3s.
And I'll re-roll a wound roll. So that is 7 saves at -1 AP.
Okay, that's nice and easy. So I'll pull out 7 dice and we'll roll them down here. And let's give them a roll. So you did say minus...
-1 AP on
I think 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that does leave 2 left in the squad. So let's remove those 2. Anything else to shoot?
Just a couple big shooter shots from boys.
Cool.
So I've got a big shooter here, which will shoot the other squad of tactical marines.
Fire away.
6s to hit because I advanced. I'll re-roll a hit roll and get 3 extra shots, which don't hit.
Do they only hit in 6s because they've moved?
I advanced, so the assault weapon at -1 to hit.
Wow, unbelievable.
Re-roll a wound roll. So that's 1 wound, no AP here.
1 wound, no AP. Which I fail as well.
Attack marine down.
There we go. Unbelievable.
And that, I believe, because nothing else... Hang on, we got the
Fights.
biker boys over here.
Yeah, are they going to shoot Cronus?
The ones that can see the rapier battery in the middle will shoot that one. The rest will shoot Kronos.
Okay. So how many, I would say, have a wee look-see. What are you going to do?
Probably 2 into the rapier battery, 3 across into Kronos. I'll just check range.
Or shooting into the rapier battery first or Cronus?
So I'll do the 2 bikes into the rapier batteries. We've got 12 dice here on 5s to hit. I will spend my reroll to hit on this unit here.
Okay.
We've got a 6, which is an additional roll.
Very nice.
Which fails. We've got 4s to wound. They are toughness 5.
Yep.
So reroll for the death skulls. That's 2 saves at no AP here.
Cool. So 1 saved, 1 not saved. So that's a wound.
And from that, we then have the shots into Kronos on 5s. That's a lot of misses.
Yeah, 2 6s there. So there's an additional. Yeah, there's an additional 6 in that pile.
So I'll pull a 6 out then. So
cool.
2 more. Nope. We're on 5s to wound.
Yep.
So 2 saves at no AP on Kronos.
So 3 up saves, which he makes both of them.
Amazing.
Nice. Coolio.
There's a big shooter from the truck, whilst I remember,
yep.
which will go into the rapier battery.
Nice.
So 5s to hit. It is a death skull unit. So that's 1 hit and 1 wound. No AP.
Cool. Roll away. On a 5, he makes a save.
So that, I believe, is my turn finished.
Cool. But you didn't get your tactical objective.
No, so I didn't get advance, and I am not going to try and get advance, so I will discard it.
Yeah.
Mostly because I'm not ever going to try and leave my deployment zone.
Okay, so let's call that there. Let's pull a card from the Ultramarines one. Do you want to shuffle that deck there? One for the Ultramarines. Before we do that, we need to do morale. We lost 1 guy in squad, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people have perished from this squad here. So I need to roll under. I need to roll a 1 or a 2 really. So the first one's a 4 and the second one is also a 4. So that squad is gone. I probably should have spent the points, but that does give you first blood.
It does indeed.
Space Marine's not hanging around today. Anyway, that's the morale for that phase. But we are going to pull out a card for the Ultramarines. Now this is a shiny new card. I've never used this deck before, and the first tactical objective I've got is we march from Macragge. Now that sounds so cool. Score 1 victory point if at least 3 Ultramarines units from your army advance or make a charge move this turn, and ended the move wholly within your opponent's deployment zone. What?
That sounds hard.
Yeah, that sounds really hard. Score 1 victory point if at least 3 Ultramarines units from your army advance or make a charge move this turn, and ended that move wholly within the... So I can actually just move in advance with 3 units.
But you do have to end entirely in my deployment zone.
Well, it does say or made a charge from this move turn and ended that move wholly within. That's really confusing. I don't know. Well, let us not worry about that. That is a really weird one. It sounds super cool, but it is harder than one would imagine. And the other thing that is noteworthy is that I also cast off Chasm of Fire. So, with the litanies, I did say I was going to put it on the bike. So the bikes re-roll to hit and wound, which is nice. We do have those killer cans coming around the corner. I will move into my deployment, and we will come back at the end of turn 1 movement for Ultramarines. So, end of turn 1 for the Ultramarines. Guilliman moved up here, and this squad is holding this objective. So I'm really only on 2, but I did feel maybe I needed to be a little bit more reserved with the Orks this turn. What I have done is I have brought a unit of Stern Guard down, another unit of Stern Guard, Devastator squad here, followed by, funny enough, another Devastator squad over here. So that is my deployment. I have really pinned myself back in the corner. Cronus at this stage gets 1 health point back because he gets 1 per turn. And now I shall go into my shooting. So shooting for the Ultramarines, I'm going to spend 1 CP for gravitic amplification. I am going to use my I've given this guy Heroes of the Chapter. It lets him choose 1 Warlord trait even if he's not the Warlord, because Guilliman is, but it allows me to roll a dice. And a 5 or 6 I get it back. I don't. So I am using 1 CP on these guys here onto the killer cans. And what that allows me to do is re-roll the wounds as well as re-roll the damage. So I'll get the dice as I normally do. I will be using gravitic amplification, and I will be using the Armorium Cherub to fire twice, and a Signum on the guy who will be at weapons skill 3 with re-rolls because of Guilliman within 6. So we'll do the dice for that. Devastators against the killer cans over there. This is the first guy. He's hitting on 3s with re-rolls. -1 because it's the heavy doctrine. I cannot change that. I get to re-roll that one because of Gilly. So they're the hits with Guilliman. They're 3s. And then these ones are heavy weapons coming out of a drop pod. So they're 4s with re-rolls. And then that's where...
Not re-rolling the 3s.
Not re-rolling... Well, he gets to re-roll everything. So it's quite nice... that they've updated that rule. So these are the misses, so we take those aside. Toughness?
5.
5. Okay, so it's 4s to wound with re-rolls, because grav cannons are strength 5. So here we go. Now, get to re-roll those. So let us see what we can do. We only get to... Oh no, we've spent gravitic amplification, so we get to re-roll them all. I got a bit worried there. I was thinking, Gilly only lets you reroll once. So, I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 wounds, and they are -4. Actually, what's your save on a killer can? Okay, yeah, so it is -4.
So that's no save on them.
No save at all?
No save, no inbounds, no anything.
It's the +1 in the heavy, because you look like you're about to roll some dice.
Yeah, so I knew that the grab amps were the not -3 normally, but forgot about the Devastator Doctrine.
Yep. So, shall we do damage then? So, each of these I'll re-roll, depending on... So, these here will be D3. So, that's 3, 6...
So 5 wounds per can.
So that's...
I think whatever you roll doesn't matter.
There we go.
They're all gone.
There we go. So 3 killer cans.
Explode on a 6.
Ooh, do they explode? No explosions.
But 3 dead cans.
No. Now that seemed like overkill, but they are cans. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. Right, what's the next unit that will shoot? I think the next unit that will shoot will be the Stern Guard. And what the Stern Guard are going to do is they're going to shoot this flyer. I am going to spend 1 CP. So same again. Do I get the CP back? I don't. And that pops me down to 5. Now, Stern Guard have a range of 15 inches. I do believe...
Everybody should be in.
Should be in. Here. But what is my measurement like? Yeah, I think everybody's going to be in. We have kept 9 from the base, so we should be in there. What we will do is we'll do the grab first. So 4s. So 2 hits. I do get re-rolls. Let's roll them.
So you're -1 to hit because it's an airborne
flyer. Oh, yeah.
So you'll need to re-roll the 2 4s that hit from the first round.
So they miss. So we need 5. So 1 hits. Toughness,
6.
Toughness 6, so 5s and 6s needed. We do get a 6.
So I'm a Death Skull. I come with a 6+ invulnerable save.
Very nice.
Which I fail.
Okay, and then I do D3 damage, which is 1, and I don't get to re-roll it. So Grav are not as good without the gravitic amplification. So that's 1 damage. Now I'll get the bolters out and we'll do those now. We did realise the actual save of, what is it called?
Dakajet.
The Dakajet is a 4+, so it would only be 1 damage anyway. So not very helpful. Now it's 4s to hit, right?
-1 for me, and yeah.
-1, and these aren't heavy weapons.
Fire, so you don't.
Yeah, so it's just going to be 4s with re-rolls because of Guilliman. So I'll roll all of these out here nicely. Take the 5s and 6s, pop these over here, and then re-roll all of these. So not amazing. Oh, actually, it's not the best roll I've ever had.
You need to go back to the shooting ranges.
I do. Toughness 6.
Yep.
Right, but because we get +1, it'll be 4, 5s and 6s, re-rolling 1s to wounds. So that's not too bad. These are -1. They're only 1 damage. I get to re-roll because of Gilly. Take those 2 out. So of all the bolters, we actually did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 saves at -2.
So it's going to be on the 6-up invuln or armor. Past 2, 5 damage. So we're down to 6 remaining.
Okay, so that was what, 7 damage altogether this turn?
6 total on him.
6 total. Very nice. And then what I will do is I'll have it... Actually, I'm going to be outside of the 12-inch rapid fire range. I'm going to fire Roboute Guilliman's weapon. So he is going to need 3s, because you're -1, with rerolls. Very nice. So they all hit. Strength 6, so 4s to wound. 2 wounds, and I do get to re-roll a 1. So 2 saves, -2, I believe. Actually, I think it's -1. Let me double check. It is actually -1 to the save. So what's your normal save?
4 up goes to a 5+, so that's both failed.
2 damage apiece.
So I'm down to 2 wounds left.
Wow, cool. Which I would like to get rid of them.
There's a lot of guns on him.
There's a lot of guns. Drop pods. Drop pod. I say drop pod.
In rapid fire.
Let's...
Because you measure from any point in the model,
You
so that
are
thing
right.
is in range.
Okay, so hitting on normally 4s, so 5s and 6s. None of them. They are by... He is by Gilly. I say he. Drop pods don't have a gender, do they? And then 5s and 6s. Can I get... Nope. So, what have we got left? Let me measure. Did realise I didn't fire my bolters here because I got too excited and shot with the grav. So we're going to leave that be for this turn. I'll just fog of war. I'll lick my wounds. I will fire the Stern Guard bolters here into the boys, and then Stern Guard are going to come out with rapid fire, a nice 18 shots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Should have cut that up. Right. So Stern Guard firing into the boys. I will roll the dice here. I get re-rolls because of Guilliman, which I definitely need. No minuses. Take those away. You are toughness 4. So 4s, and then they will be -2. So re-roll those. Ooh. Ooh, that probably needs to be edited. Okay. And then re-roll the ones to wound. Okay, so a few ones in there. Excellent. So how many wounds is that? That is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 wounds onto the board.
6+ invulnerable save for being a Death Skull. There's no lucky boys here, but we are also in range of the Pain Boy.
Yeah.
Can he stitch on any arms? He sticks one guy's arm back on, so 7 of them go down.
And then we'll do the Grav Cannon, which will also fire into the squad. So hitting on 4s with a reroll because Guilliman near the squad. So strength 5, so 3s to wound with a reroll. So that's 3 saves at -4. 1 damage apiece.
6+ invuln again.
Yep.
1 damage each, so the Pain Boy
Can he
doesn't
stitch
help
anyone?
anybody, so that's a total of 10 down.
Wow. And then we will do the closest drop pod will rapid fire into the squad. So we are looking at 1, 2, 3, and then re-roll because of Guilliman. followed by 4s. 3 normal saves.
So 6+ again.
Yep.
Followed by the pain boy. So
Nice.
that's 1 down this time. For 11 total.
Makes sense. Is I will fire the I'll fire Cronus into the truck. How many wounds does the truck have?
Just 10.
10. So and toughness?
6.
Toughness 6. Okay. So I will do 2. I will overcharge. I will overcharge the cannon. So 2s to hit. He always hits on 2. So they both hit. Strength 10. So 3s to wound. Okay. So 3s to wound. I'm going to spend a command point to reroll this one. Which is not going to go. So 1 at minus. I think it's -5.
If it's minus a lot, I have a 6+ invulnerable save.
Okay. Okay, so 6 up invuln.
Nope.
2.
So before we roll damage, when
Yep.
we roll a 6 for being ramshackle, it becomes 1 damage.
Okay, that makes sense.
So no, damage goes through as
So
normal.
it's flat 6.
4 wounds left.
Interesting. And I get my point back? My dice? I do actually, so it was worth spending that. It would have been nice if I could have knocked it down. Did want them to get out. Right, the grav cannon. What I will do, or this unit here, how many wounds has that got left?
4 remaining.
4 remaining. Save on a truck is normally. What I'm
4+.
going to do is I'm going to fire this middle unit, who is line of sight to the truck, and because it's a Reaper, I'm going to use the quad fire shadow shells. So it's heavy 4 and a hit in 3s. Okay, so 3 of them hit. Toughness of a truck.
6.
Toughness of a truck is 6. They're strength 8, so 3s to wound. Wow. So 1 goes through at minus.
I have a 6+ invuln.
Yep.
So we fail it.
Yep.
It was
3 damage, but if you got the special shells, yeah.
No, we don't ramshackle it. That is 3 damage. 1 remaining.
1 remaining. This is so funny. And what is the toughness of a truck?
Toughness 6.
Toughness 6. Wow. Interesting. I think it's. I want to get rid of the boys, but I'm losing things to shoot at the boys. So it's got 1 wound remaining. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire the Signum with the 4 shots into the truck. And then I'm going to put everything else from this Devastator squad into the bikes. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Cool. So let me get... So these are the 4 dice. These here will all hit nicely on... What do they hit on? 4s. Oh, these will be 3s, yes, with no rerolls. So 3s. So take them out. And then we're looking at 5s and 6s. 5s and 6s. Just the 1. At -4, but so you have your 6 up.
6+ invuln save.
A 5.
No, that's it. That's the truck gone.
Does it do anything crazy in the old rules like it used to?
No, it just collapses into pieces now. And it didn't explode, so I'll get everybody out.
Everybody is getting out. And then do we see how many do you roll? How many's in there? 10?
So there'll be 12 in there because there's the 2 bomb squigs.
Ooh, 2 bomb squigs. Here we go. So
there's space for everyone to get out. We can do this roll before we see how many die.
But it doesn't explode, so do they just get out around it?
So if you didn't have space to get out, you'd have the people that can't get out already die.
Okay.
And then you would roll for the survivors, I think.
Okay.
But 2 guys haven't made this.
Okay.
So 10 guys left.
Interesting. Right, so I'll let you do that and then we'll come back. Following on from that, we're going to do this Devastator squad, the rest of their grav. So hitting on 4s. So take out those 1, 2s and 3s because they've all missed. Toughness.
5.
So 4s to wound. And then what is their armor save?
4+.
Cool. So that is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 saves at -4 flat damage.
6+ invuln.
Just 1 damage.
So 5 damage taken, 2.5 dead bikes.
2 dead bikes. Okay. And then we have the remaining bolters. And we'll roll those here. So needing 3s to hit. No minuses. No re-rolls. And then we need 5s and 6s to do anything special. So we have 1, 2, just normal saves.
So 4+ armor.
Yeah.
A-OK.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Ooh, interesting. We haven't fired the drop pod, So I will fire 2 shots from the drop pod into the orcs at the back, needing 4s. So that's 1 hit and another 4, which is 1 wound.
And there's a 6+ armor save, which has failed.
Okay.
So it's a dead tank buster.
A dead tank buster. Here's where the Reapers start coming into their own. Not only can they have short range anti-tank, but they also have Thunderfire shells. So it's 4d3. The only difference is they don't get a -1. So these are, sorry, before there are 2 2s there. I am firing these into the tank busters. So it's 4d3. So that is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So these hit on 3s. And they're toughness 5, so they wound on 3s. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 normal saves.
6+ invuns.
6+ invuns.
So 4 down.
Yeah. I think that's enough to try and get rid of some of them. Will I do the same again? I think I'll do the same again because I really don't like those. Would I rather take on the bikes? I don't really know, but those bikes, and then they've got to move and shoot. Ooh, I don't know. I'm gonna go for the tank busters again because I don't want to lose Cronus if I can at all save him. But then you've got the jump, and you got loads of other weird and wonderful tricks. I'm just talking to myself, rolling dice like a madman. Yeah, we'll go against the tank buster again. So 4d3, which is a better roll. So pop those on there and that, and then these will require 3s with no re-rolls, and then 3s to wound, and that is not as good. So just 4 saves.
4 down again.
4 down. And that leaves...
So I'll put a 1 wound on the knob.
1 wound on the knob.
I don't think it changes anything, but
Yeah.
it might.
For sure. And then, to be honest with you, I think that is pretty much the majority of my shooting, apart from these 3 guys here who are going to fire into the boys. So I get a reroll because of Gilly. So just 2 hits and reroll 1s for wounds. 2 wounds on these guys here.
So 6 up saves.
Yes, which you made 1.
And the pain boy is now out of range, so just the 1 dice.
1 dice. Okay, and that, everybody, is a very long Space Marine turn 1 shooting, but that's all I'm going to do. So, morale.
Yeah, so 8 tank busters.
Yeah.
I'm losing d6 plus 1 here.
Okay.
So no, they're both gone.
Okay, so they're gone.
Bikes lost 2. So on a 6, another bike will flee. Yep.
Ooh.
So the wounded biker goes.
Do you want to spend a command point? Or
No, I'm not worried about
you're
that.
not worried about that. That's good. I like that. Orc's not worried. You got more than enough.
So just going to check with the tape measure.
Yeah.
So we are just outside of range for the unit size to come across. So we lost. So I will spend the 2 CPs on these guys.
Okay, that makes sense, which was a clever move to do. Anything else on your side?
Nothing else worth.
Okay. Quite a brutal turn. I think this army, unlike Guy's army, which I played last time on the channel, which was pretty brutal, shooting plague bears with storm bolters doesn't really work that well. I think shooting orcs with storm bolters is a different story. So let us go into the end of my turn, actually. So I don't get first blood. No. And I'm actually on 0 points. So 0 points to Sean. But let us move into Orc's turn 2. Alex actually has 4 objectives. So you're on 1, 2, 3 in the middle, 4 at the end. Cool. Right, so what have you got?
Big game hunter, killer vehicle. Now there's a whole load of drop pods here, so I'm quite happy to draw that. We need to secure number 3, which...
Well, that's
we'll
interesting.
Find out somewhere.
Yeah, it's hidden. It's hidden around
somewhere on the board. It's this one in the corner.
Okay.
We've got secure 6, which is the one with the characters on.
Yeah.
And assassinate to kill a character.
Ooh. Which a character is actually... So my characters in this army are the chaplain, who is down here. We have Cronus, who is there as well, and Roboute Guilliman. So there we go. Very nice. You haven't said anything yet.
Nope, so it's on to the movement phase.
Yeah, I'll let you move into movement. No worries. Alex, do you want to talk us through your movement before you remove the dead models?
Yeah, so got the boys here, just
Yeah.
walked up. Buggy's stayed kind of on the objective as well as insurance. The weird one has advanced over to here.
Yep.
Plan is to jump the looters to see something better as a target.
Makes sense.
These boys have advanced in the middle, but they only rolled a couple of inches
Yeah.
for the characters, so they're following behind. So at the end of the movement phase, I spent 3 CPs on
Yep.
this unit of boys to bring them back through the unstoppable green tide at full strength
Yeah.
on a board edge near to the enemy.
Makes
So,
sense.
That's brought back 15 odd boys. Other than that, Gretchen have made a run for the objective. Flyer had just about enough space with its movement value to not be killed,
For
in
sure.
essence.
Okay. So let's move into the psychic phase.
Yep, so we've got the weird boy here. He's going
Yep.
to cast a jump on these looters, try and get them somewhere where they can see some space marines, and that's a pass.
Goes off in a 7. Very nice. Cool. Where are you gonna? I'll let you move them around the table and then we'll come back.
Jumped up, guys are coming over here,
Yep.
ready to start shooting. I'm going to start though with these biker boys going across into that rapier battery that I wounded earlier.
For sure.
Just try and take it out. So there's 12 shots coming in, which will be hitting on a 5.
Yep.
And I'm a death skull, so I'll re-roll a hit roll.
Very nice.
So that's an extra shot from the 6, which comes another hit. Strength 5 and toughness 5.
Yep.
I'll re-roll a wound roll for 1 save at no AP.
One save at no AP, which is fine.
So we'll then go see how many of these boys can shoot the Devastator squad in front of them.
Yep.
So we'll come back to that. It's a lot of dice.
Here we go. So
Starting with the big shooter, it's strength 5, so I'll do my re-rolls on it.
into the Devastators, big
Hitting
squad.
on 5s, I'll
Yep.
re-roll a hit roll for it. Got 1 hit,
Yep.
wound on a 3.
For sure.
Which we'll re-roll a wound roll for 1 wound.
Cool. Any minuses?
No APs on big shooter.
Good.
And then we have these shooter shots, which was 11 boys and the 4 shooter guys at the back
Yeah.
on 5s. So spent all our re-rolls here though, so just taking it as it is. So we got 2 6s for Daka
Yeah.
Daka Daka.
Yeah.
These will all wound on a 4+ for strength 4.
Yeah.
So 3 saves, no AP into the Devastators.
3 saves. I have failed 1 of them. So that's 1 to go down. So we'll take him from the corner. 1 into the dead. Right, Alex, what are you shooting now?
So you've got the assault weapons from the squad of boys at advance.
Yeah.
Going into the Devastators at the back.
Makes sense.
Starting off with a big shooter, which will hit on a 6.
Okay.
And I'll spend the re-roll to hit here.
Yeah.
So that's 1 hit. Got a 6 on the hit though, so Daka Daka Daka. We'll wound the Devastator on a 3 for
Yeah.
a wound.
Yeah. No minuses.
No minuses on this.
Oh, that's a 1. So that's 1 of the squad gone.
And then we've got the shooter guns at the back on
Yeah.
6s.
That's nice.
2 hits for 2 more shots. So 3 hits overall, wounding on 4s. And I can spend a re-roll to hit because
Yeah.
I didn't need to do it earlier for 3 wounds and no AP.
3 wounds, no AP. Which is actually 3 from that squad gunned down. So we will go 1, 2. And we'll take this guy here. Very nice. So that is 3. That's more than I expected from that shooting.
So
Okay.
the War Boss,
Yep.
he advanced, but his combi weapon is Assault.
Okay.
So he will shoot the shooter part into that same Devastator squad.
Nice.
And the rocket part will go into this near drop pod.
Okay, that makes sense.
As I'm -6s to hit anyway, I might as well fire both.
Yeah.
And I'm an Ork. I'm
Okay.
going to fire everything. So the rocket part
Yeah.
hits on a 6, and I'll use the reroll to hit here. Nope. The shooter part
Yeah.
on 6s has missed.
Okay. Typical Orc. Looks good though.
Yep. And we got the combi shooter
Yeah.
just out of range, I think. So we'll go into this.
Oh,
So we'll go into the Stern Guard squad on the left with this combi shooter.
for sure.
6 to hit from advancing.
That's not bad
I'll
though.
re-roll a hit roll. So
Wow.
that's 3 Daka Daka Dakas.
Yeah.
That's 4 hits on
Nice.
6s, which I'll take. 4s to wound. I'll re-roll a wound roll.
Okay.
And that's 3 saves on the Stern Guard.
Any minuses
No
from his?
minuses here.
Okay, so 3 saves on the Stern Guard, 1 goes down. Okay, so let's take this guy here away. Ooh. Where to next?
So next we will shoot the shock attack gun
Yeah,
into the drop pod at the back.
makes sense. We want to get that kill.
Yep, so we're going to have 2d6 shots
Yeah,
for 7.
nice.
These are going to be at strength 8.
Okay, that's good.
2, 4, 6, 7. So we hit on 5s.
Okay,
army death skull, I can reroll a hit roll.
Yeah.
So I've got one hit, but it is a 6, so I'll get another shot with this.
Yeah.
So 1 hit.
So you could get off some crazy shots.
So this was actually a bad roll of shooting. I could have got a lot more damage. So this is 3s to wound.
What'd you get?
A 4.
4. That wounds.
Minus 5 AP.
You can't do anything about it. How much damage?
D6.
D6. Roll away.
I mean, death skull, so I can also reroll a damage roll. So
you want to reroll that one.
So it's 3 damage to the drop pod at the back.
Yeah, and that leaves it, funny enough, with I believe they have 8 wounds. Yeah, so 5 damage left.
Yeah.
They don't explode. Toughness 6. That's right. We will double check. Yeah, I believe it is 8. I've had loads of people shoot them, so yeah, it is 8.
Yep. So I'll spend 2 of my last 3 CPs.
Yeah.
On more Daka for these guys here.
Yeah.
And we're going to shoot. Let's see how. Kronos has 7 wounds left, does he?
No, he has. How much damage did you do? You put 2 through on him, didn't you?
5 taken on him.
There's 5 taken on him. Yes, you are correct. I would like to say 7. I will double check in the book. So let's come back.
So I will put 8 of these looters into Sergeant Kronos.
Yep.
And we'll put the other 4 into the Wounded Rapier battery.
Makes sense.
So they get D3 shots each.
Yep.
For 3 shots each, which is actually what I was looking for.
Go again.
So we're on 5s to hit because I'm ignoring the move fire penalty for it from the more Daka. And 5s and 6s this time will be more shots.
Okay.
So I'm going to Death Skull it against Sergeant Kronos. That's not a great roll, to be fair. So that's 7 more, which hit on 5s. And toughness 8, so 5s to wound.
5s to wound.
I'll spend a reroll here. That was 1 before I knocked it, so 3 overall.
3 overall. Minuses?
-1.
-1. So we have a 4-up save. 2
damage each.
2 damage each. I will spend a command point to reroll that one, which fails. So it does cause 4 damage. That leaves him on 3 damage. And that puts me... Do I get my command point back? I do. Very nice. That's that turn.
So now we've got the 4 of them into the Wounded Rapier battery.
Yeah.
On the 5s to hit. So 4 extra shots.
Yep.
That's more what I was looking for against Sergeant Kronos. So we've now got the 3s to wound for strength 7.
Yep.
And so 4 saves on the battery at -1 AP.
4 saves on the battery. Right. -1. So these are 4-ups, yes?
Yes.
Cool. So I've managed to save 2. And then 2 damage apiece?
They are indeed.
Cool. So that's 1 battery gone. There we go.
So we'll start with the shock jump dragster going into the drop pod.
Makes sense. You're going for that vehicle kill, right?
I need to kill a vehicle. Everything else has so far failed me.
That is true. Unfortunate, though.
Yep, so we have 2 shots with the shock rifle. I'll reroll a hit roll.
For sure.
So that's 2 extra shots.
Lovely.
For Daka. So I'm going to take another mortal wound, but that is 3 hits, wounding on a 3. I'll spend the reroll here. So that's 3 saves at -3 AP.
And then what's the damage in these?
D6 each.
Ooh, -3. So I need 6s then from this, right?
You do.
I have saved none of them, so
that's 3d6 damage. Plenty enough to kill.
Right, so that drop pod is gone. But it doesn't explode, because it doesn't have the explode rule. Moving over to the right flank, what we got here?
Got the shooters and the knobs pistol will go into these stern guards here.
Very nice.
So we'll hit on 5s because we didn't advance. And we'll use a reroll to hit from being a death skull.
Oh.
That doesn't look like a bad hit at all. But we have 4 6s here for more shots, 1 and more hit.
When I play Darren with these, he rolls so much better with the more Daka. It's incredible.
You can get a load of shots from not a lot of attempts. So we're on 4s to wound and re-roll in 1.
So what do we got
4
left?
saves at no AP.
So let's use these lovely little blue dice. Ultramarine dice as well. Wow!
They betrayed you.
Yes! Oh, wow, that hurt.
So it's 3 of them.
Let's go with these 3. I think that'll make it, it'll charge a little bit harder. Right. There was 4 in that unit. Or no, 1 from this unit, 3 from this unit. Cool.
Yeah.
Right, what's next?
So the last thing I believe I have to shoot is this Daka jet.
Yeah.
So what we will try to do is finish off some of these stern guard here.
Yeah, makes sense.
So we hit on 6s normally, we're shooting everything at the same target for +1 to hit. So
that makes sense.
5s to hit.
Yeah.
And we are a Death Skull, so we are lucky. So that is 2 6s for 2 more shots.
Makes sense.
These wound on 3s. And reroll one of the wound dice. So that is 7 at -1 AP onto the stone.
How did you pull 7 out of that? That's crazy.
Because we the lucky blue gits.
You only got 1 wound. I'm definitely not rolling your dice after that last one. Again, another 3.
-1 AP, so there's 2 more.
No,
It's
5. Wow, you've really roasted that squad. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow.
So charge phase.
Yep.
We're going to have this boys squad charge the stern guard and the drop pod.
Okay, makes sense. Anything else?
What's likely to happen is the bikes and these will charge into that Devastator squad.
Yeah, interesting.
So
how are we going to do it? So you're going to go...
we're going to go boys first.
Yeah.
Going for their 9-inch charge into there.
Okay, so let us do some Overwatch with these guys first of all. So, let me count out the numbers and we'll come back. The boys are going to charge me here, so I need to roll some dice. Need 6s. It's not too bad. Nice. Okay, and then no re-rolls. So 3s from the weapons. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at -4 or -3 because I'm in the tactical now.
So I get my 6+ invulnerable save.
Yep.
So that is still 5 gone.
Okay, and then we'll do the bolters, and there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we killed 1. Oh, hang on, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. So bolters galore. 1 more on a 4. Yeah, 1 more save.
And we failed it. That's another dead boy.
Wow. It's not bad.
And now we charge.
Yes.
So we go. Needing a 9, we shot a 10.
Oh, you're in there.
We're straight in.
Lovely.
Back over here, we're going to have the Warbikers charge Sergeant Kronos and this squad here. So
yep.
Kronos will get to Overwatch.
So Sergeant Kronos, he's going to fire 4 shots because he hasn't moved. So let us roll. Wow, 2 hits.
Uh-oh.
Toughness.
5.
5. So 3s to wound. And then I'm going to spend a command point to re-roll this one. So yeah, 2 wounds. And do I get my command point back? I can't.
Got it
yeah,
back
so
this turn anyway, so you cannot get it back.
-4.
6 up invuns. No, they're both going to be gone.
Wow. Daka Daka. Well done, Cronus.
So that was them. And
wow, that was lucky. That's crazy.
That's lucky. That Power Claw was going to wreck them good.
That is true.
And then we're going to have this mob of boys.
Yeah.
Charge the Stern Guard and the Drop Pod.
Cool. So I'm going to use defensive fire, which is 2 CP. Puts me down to 3. And it lets me choose 3 units. So I'm going to do the Devastators. I'm going to do the Stern Guard. And I'm also going... Actually, so you've charged that. So that's 1 unit. This is going to be my 2nd unit. This is going to be my 3rd unit. The Stern Guard are within... Let me double check what it needs to be. Select up to 3 other friendly units with it that are more than 1 inch away from an enemy unit and within 6 of the target. So that will also be Guilliman. So I will fire them in there as well. So let me roll some dice. This is where they turn into town. So rolling first of all, we're going to go with... So we've got 1, 2... and 3 with that. So we go Guilliman first at the back at 24-inch range, re-rolls because he's within 6. So I need 6s to hit. 1 6, 1 wound at -2.
6 plus invuln. Nope. Damage is multiple.
2 damage, so it's just...
So 6 is to shrug. No, he shrugged one of them, but one of them does go through.
For sure. We will do the Devastator squad here at the back. I believe we lost some troops from that, so let me count. Because we're doing all these squads, I am going to do the grav together. So these are the 5 grav cannons, and I need 6s. So I have 2 6s. and I get to re-roll all of these. That's another 6. And then these ones over here, another 2 6s. So re-rolling these, 3s to wound with re-rolls of 1s. So that's 4 more at -3.
6 plus invuln, 1 save.
Yep.
It's 1 damage each, so the pain boy doesn't stick anybody's arms back on. So 3 more down.
For sure. And then we have 3 bolters in that back squad. So 1, 2, 3. Re-roll those. So 1 6. 2 6s. 4s. No 4s there. So that's that squad there done. We'll do the drop pod. So 2 6s. Let us actually measure. See, are they within range of 6? No, they're out of Guilliman's reroll. So just the 2. With no wounds either. Let us do these guys here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 in, and then 2. So we need those 6s again. Just the 1. But when you re-roll and everything, it makes a difference. There we go. Problem is wounding though. This has been hard. So we've gotten 2 wounds. 1 saved.
And the pain boy doesn't stick the arm on.
And then we've just got the stern guard. So we've got 9 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 9. Okay, so the stern guard next. And I've popped 1 into the corner. So we've managed to hit with 3. And then I give these some more re-rolls. Wow. So this is, again, tell you what is crazy. Don't charge the repulsors, executioners. They have a lot of firepower. Right, and then we need 4s to wound. So 3 more saves at -3.
6 plus invuln.
6 up invuln. So that's another 3.
6 plus docks tools. 2 down only.
2 down. So that's a few more. I think, how many is that? Has that got you below the 20?
That's just about knocked me below 20. I'm on 19 left in this squad.
For sure. So now you've charged the stern guard and you've charged
the drop pod.
Drop pod. Fair enough.
So I will get 8 inches of movement. I will re-roll the 3 for here we go. For 10 inches.
Oh,
movement.
lovely.
Sorry,
Cool. I'll let you measure that and we'll come back and do
Try and
combat.
charge the drop pod as well.
Yep.
She needs to shove 7, which he
Gets a
does.
7.
So he's going to jump right in here.
Cool. Very nice.
Should ensure the destruction of that drop pod over there.
Very nice.
So
Where do you want to do combat first?
I think I want to kill as many of those stern guard as I can before they chop me out good and proper.
Totally understandable.
So shove everyone in and start counting a lot of dice.
Yep.
Not all of these boys will be able to fight the drop pod though. So we'll see how many I can get in range and able to fight. So definitely got this power claw in range.
Yeah.
And that will then be 3, 6. I think I could probably end up with 7 boys in the power claw into those stern guard.
Wow.
And the rest will have to end up fighting over on this drop pod here.
Okay. So let's come
Gonna
back.
start with the power claw into the stern guard.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s because I'm just within range of my banner at the back here.
This is the war
Got
boss, is it?
And this is the boss knob here.
Okay.
3s to hit. I'm
Yep.
going to spend my reroll to hit with the squad now, which fails. But we're going to need 2s to wound at strength 10. That's 2 wounds at AP -3.
-3, so 6 up saves. I make 1.
That's a D3 damage on the stern guard, but they only have 1 wound.
Okay. So that was on the stern guard.
Yep.
Cool. Bum 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 bum.
And then we have 7 boys attacking the stern guard, hitting
Yep.
on 2s from the banner.
Very nice.
And then we will wound on 4s
Yep.
for being strength 4. I can reroll a wound roll here, which doesn't work, but that is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 saves on the stern guard.
Cool. So save wise, I've lost 2.
And then we have the rest of the boys trying to fight that drop pod.
Yeah.
So let's see if we hit any important parts. Hitting on a 2. They auto hit. It's a mobile. I believe
it doesn't have any attacks. I believe you have to roll to hit it though.
Cool. So it's going to be 5s to wound. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 saves on the drop pod.
4 saves on the drop pod. Any minuses?
No minus here.
1 wound on the drop pod. So puts it down to 7.
Now, would you like to interrupt my sequences?
Yeah, I actually would. I'll put this squad here into the squad, so it leaves me down to 1 CP. So I'll push my guys within range of your guys, so they're all within an inch. Cool. So we're hitting on 3s. Ooh, a lot of 1s and 2s. Not what you want. I just want to try and kill as many as I can. And then we're looking at 4s. So what you're looking at is 4 saves.
So we've got 4 6+ saves to make, and that's all 4 down.
Okay, that's
1,
a
2,
little bit better.
3 of these,
Yes.
and 1 of them.
Ooh, was that an interrupt worth it? I don't know.
And you still are.
Probably not worth the points.
Now we'll stir back and count up the number of attacks I can get over
Here
here.
we go, Knob first.
Hitting on 4s with his power claw, wounding on 2s.
Oh, lovely.
That's 3 saves at -3 on these devastators.
3 at -3. I make 1 save.
And then we come with the boys, trying to finish the job off.
Yep.
Hitting on a 3. I haven't had to use any re-rolls yet, so I'll do that now. And we will wound them on 4s, take out that 2. Reroll one of the wound rolls, so that's 3, 6, 9, 12 saves at no AP.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is probably where I could lose them all. Yeah, I lost 1, 2, 3. Just 3.
So 5 gone in total.
Yes. Cool, so we'll go, how do we want to do this? We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool.
So I'm just going to pile in.
Yep.
I can't just outside of able to... Actually, I'll be within an inch here.
Yep.
If I go like this and then closer. And we'll just pile in them boys as much as we can. Try and maximise everything for next turn.
Yeah, absolutely. That is what I would do.
So we'll now go onto the war boss.
Yep.
Who'll have 4 attacks with his power claw into this drop pod.
Yep.
Hitting on a 3. Strength 12 with his power claw, so 2s to wound. That's 3 at -3.
3 at -3. I actually made 2 of them, funny enough.
So that's D3 damage each. So 5 damage.
Yep.
And he's then got an attack squid which hits on 2s.
Yeah.
He hasn't had to re-roll a hit roll yet.
Yeah.
So I'll do that here.
Yeah.
He'll wound it on 5s. And it's an AP -1 attack for this squid.
Okay. No.
So that's the war boss done.
So how many did you? You did 5.
5 damage.
Cool. Interesting.
And that is my fight phase.
Very nice. So let me come back for Ultramarines movement. Did you score any points?
You still have to fight with your Stone Guard.
Oh, I do, yes. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that guy's going to have to go round. So he's not going to be within range. I'll pop him round there, keep him within the 6. So
you can't go backwards because you've ended up further.
Yes, you are right. So let me go. It will be 1, 2 attacks plus you charge me. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 within range. reroll on ones because they're Imperium and they're within 12 of Guilliman. So not too bad. And then 4s to wound. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3 saves from the Stern Guard.
6+ invulnerable saves. 3 dead because they're out of range of the Pain Boy now.
Makes sense.
1, 2, and 3.
Very good. Let us go into the... That's the end of your attacks, is it?
It's the end of my attacks. I need to do some morales after
Yep.
Kronos has seen if he can run over an orc.
Cronus is badly damaged. So let me come back. D3 attacks. 4, 2. Need 6s. Nothing.
So, morale test for those orcs.
Yep.
They've lost 10. There's 15 in the squad, though, so they are leadership 15. So nobody runs there.
Very nice.
So this squad is 3, 6, 9, 12, 16 strong. They lost 3, 6, 9, 10, so they cannot actually fail that morale test.
Very nice. And that's it. So let us go into the Ultramarines. I've pulled Follow the Codex, which is score D3 victory points if you achieve at least 2 other tactical objectives at the end of this turn. Okay. And then I have Proof of Doctrine, which is score 1 victory points if at least 1 enemy unit was destroyed as a result of an attack from an Ultramarine from your army this turn. 2 victory points if at least 3 enemy units were destroyed. That's not bad. And then 3 points if 6 enemy units were destroyed. Score double the number of victory points instead if the tactical doctrine was active, which it is. So that could actually be quite good for me this turn. So we're going to do some shooting. So the first thing I'm going to fire is I'm going to fire Guilliman into the jet. Right, that's going to be the first points that I'm going to go after. So I need 3s to hit with rerolls. Okay, and then I need strength 6, toughness
6,
4s with a reroll of 1s. So that is 2 at -2.
So 6+.
Yep.
Both failed. He's going to die.
Yep. Does he explode?
Crash and burn? No, he doesn't.
So that's 1 unit. So that's 2 points because I'm in the tactical doctrine. Is that right?
Should be, yep.
And then if I can... 2 victory points if at least 3 enemy units were destroyed. Right. So who have we got left then? I'm going to fire... Oh. So, what have we got? Oh. 24. Are we within range of the Gretchen?
Yep, all 5 of those tactical marines can shoot Gretchen.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're going to...
2 of them moved.
They still get to rapid fire because I have the tactical doctrine active.
Got you.
It counts as being stationary. So 3s to hit, 2s to kill. Is that about right?
Yep. I have a 6+ save. No,
Yeah.
but you're in tactical, so you
Yeah.
can ignore that.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, that's not going to be a fun morale test.
Right, so that's another unit. And then what I want to do is I want to do some shooting onto the looters. So I'm going to do 4d6 into them from this Rapier battery. Same again, it's stationary, so I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 shots from that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. All but 1 miss. And then 3s to wound. Wow. So 3 saves to make.
6 up in them. So that's 2 down.
Very nice. And then we'll do the same again from the other Rapier. So that'll be 2, 2, and 1. That wasn't particularly good the first time round. And take away those, and then 3s. So another 4 saves to make on those guys.
Past 2 of them, so 2 die.
2 more. There we go. And Cronus will have his vengeance. 1, 2, 3.
He fell back.
He did fall back, but he can still shoot.
Oh yeah, you're Ultramarines.
Yeah,
-1,
Ultramarines.
isn't it?
Yeah, -1. So it's 3s to hit. All hit. And then it'll be 2s to wound, So just one save at -4.
6 up in then. He's not a lucky git today.
Not today.
He's a very vaporized git.
How many have I caused? 4 in that
5
squad.
dead in that squad.
5 dead in that squad. And I do need to kill some other things, don't I? What can I shoot here then that is not...
So they are both characters.
Both characters, so I can't shoot them. Stern Guard here will just put some shots into this lovely little truck. So hitting on 3s. No rerolls because Guilliman's out of range and needing 5s and 6s, so nothing there. So that looks to me to be the shooting phase. So I've killed the plane. I've done some damage to the gits. I've done some damage to these guys, but not really a huge amount. We'll do charges. So we will charge the chaplain in. He goes in 4 inches, so it'll be enough to pop him to there. And then we'll also charge in these 2 Space Marines hidden at the back. So they will also pop in there. Very nice. Charges here, and not really much happening. I'll move them around in sequences. No one's charging over here. So that's really it. Should we go into combat?
Sounds good.
Cool. So we do combat over here first. So the Primaris Chaplain will go first. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So looking at 3s to wound. That is 3 wounds.
6 plus inbun save.
Yep.
There's a lucky git there somewhere.
Very nice. And then the guys charging in will get 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. And then wounding on 4s. No saves to be made there.
So you get your pick, then you will fight with a unit.
Yes, that is correct. Do I want to sacrifice these guys, or do I want to sacrifice those? I'll go with these guys over here first. So the Stern Guard will get 1. How many have I got left?
You'll have probably 5 in melee. But that sergeant's
1,
stuck at
2,
the back still.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, so it'll be 3s. Re-rolling, correct. Take that out. Wounding on 4s. Wow. Re-rolling 1s. So that is 3, 6, 7 wounds.
6 up inguns. That's 6 dead.
Wow.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Attacks back.
So I will choose those units over there. You can get close to that guy, which means he can tuck in here.
Yep.
And that guy's just stuck and not quite able to fight. So we'll have 2 boys into that unit there. And everybody else will try and hit this unit here.
For sure.
So we'll have the Power Claw go first on 4s. I'll spend the reroll to hit. Wounding on 2s. I'll reroll this wound here. So 3 saves at -3 on the Devastators.
3 saves at -3, so just 2 go true.
9, so 1, 2, 3. So we've got 9 into the remaining 2 guys on 3s. And 4s to wound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At
1,
no AP.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can we get lucky? No, we can't. They're gone.
And then there's the 2 boys into the weapons crew.
Yep.
Which will hit on 3s and wound them on 4s for 1 save.
No. Interesting. Cool.
And yeah, I don't see. So I'll just pile across rather than forward sort of thing. Blah.
Yeah.
And that means we have this squad to fight with. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the knob. So.
Ooh.
So we've got the knob going first into there.
Yep.
And This guy, so I'm choosing not to pile in,
Yep.
so that I remain within 6 inches of this guy for the +1 to hit.
Makes sense.
So it's 3s to hit with the power claw,
Yep.
and 2s to wound the stern guard, for 3 wounds at -3.
3, so I need 6s. No 6s.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. So that's 6 boys into the squad on 2s. I will use the reroll to hit here.
No, just a 1.
So we're now on 4s to wound the remaining stern guard.
Yeah.
I'll reroll one of these wounds here. So that ends up being 4, 5, 6, 7 saves at no AP.
Okay, there we go. So let's see what we can get with this. All 1 guy goes down. Oh, one more.
And there's 1 into the drop pod. No. And then we'll do the power claw boss into the drop pod as well.
Yeah.
So he'll hit it on 3s, reroll a hit roll. You'll wound it on 2s, tap on a 6. So that's 3 at -3 on the drop pod.
3 at -3, so I need 6s. No, it's gone.
D3 damage each.
Yeah.
But that's
It's only
the
got 2
end.
left. Cool, so I think that is the attacks at the end of this turn. I think the Ultramarines are looking like they're in a bit of trouble here. I do score some points. How many did I kill?
I need a morale test on these Gretchen here. I lost 8, their leadership 4, and that's the whole lot of them.
Okay.
So that's 2 units killed. There's leadership 7 on those.
Wow,
Whoa.
6.
So I will actually use my CP, last CP, to try and reduce that number.
Yeah.
So they actually pass them around now.
Very good. It was good. Well played. Cool. So what do we ended up with this turn? Dun, 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 dun,
I
dun.
can't fail that test.
Cool. So we killed the flyer. We killed the Gretchen.
That's
then-
the sum total of destroyed units.
Yep, that's fair enough. So that was 2. So that actually
I'll do the morale test for these guys.
Oh, right.
They lost 6.
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, there's at least, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 guys there, so that's a pass as well.
Okay. And then that means if 2 victory points of at least 3 units were destroyed. So maybe I should have gone after some more Gretchen. It was maybe a bit of a fool's errand on my part. So that is that turn. So let's move into turn 3 of the Orc. So what have you pulled?
So I've pulled Scour the Skies, which is kill something with the fly keyword.
Yeah.
I've got Get 'em Boss, which requires my War Lord to kill something in the fight phase, which probably won't happen.
Yeah.
And we've got Defend number 5, which is this one. These Gretchen are on here, so they'll need to survive the Ultramarines' turn.
Very nice.
So we've got boys moving forward, try and shoot some stern guard with the buggy.
Absolutely.
Just touching the objective and in range of that drop pod. We got the Warboss has come across to try and charge those tactical marines and contest or claim that objective.
For sure.
The Banner has advanced forwards to try and get his aura in range. The Pain Boy is hidden out of sight to claim the objective. Grots are trying to hide in the corner. And otherwise, it's onto the Psychic phase, where I will just cast Smite from here.
Okay.
Closest visible, I believe, is Stern Guard. No, I think it's between them and the Tactical Marines.
Cool. So we have range to these guys or those guys. So it's up to you, really.
So it's closest for Smite.
Probably these guys, isn't it?
Yeah, so I think on the ground, so it's casting on a 5.
Oh,
Well, it
double
doesn't
1.
matter anyway. D3 mortal wounds to myself, 2 left. And let's not worry about who was closer.
Yeah.
So, in the shooting phase,
Yeah.
we'll have this buggy target that drop pod at the back.
Makes sense.
So the shock rifle on 3s,
Oh,
extra
nice.
shot from the 6, reroll a hit roll from Death Skulls.
Yeah.
So we don't suffer mortal wound, we've got 3 hits, and I'll reroll one of these wound rolls for 1 wound
Yeah.
at -3.
Okay. -3. Can I save it? No. Go straight.
D6 damage is 3.
3. Puts it down to 2.
And then I will shoot the rocket on it,
Yeah.
which missed.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll come across to some pistols now.
Yeah.
So these boys will shoot their pistols into here.
Makes sense.
Is it you have to be within an inch to fire the pistol, or the whole squad fires?
You can fire into them because you're in combat with them, so they're all in range.
3, 6, so 9 pistol shots, hitting on 5s, and I'll use a Death Skull reroll hit.
Wow.
So we have 4 hits so far, but 2 sixes.
Explodes. Yeah.
No. We're on 4s to wound. I'll use a reroll to wound for 3 saves, no AP.
3 saves. I lose 2. That is that squad gone.
That means the boys can start charging things.
Nice.
The war boss will shoot his rocket across into there.
He can't shoot Guilliman because he's a character.
He can't because we've got the tactical marines up top. So
Okay.
he'll shoot the drop pod
Yeah.
with the rocket. Hits on a 6.
Yeah.
Daka. We'll use the reroll to hit on this one.
Yeah.
So it's 1 hit. It wounds on a 3 at AP -2.
I do make the save.
Amazing. And then there's a shooter part of it,
Yeah.
which misses. And so what we will do is fire this shock attack gun
Yeah.
into the devastators here.
Yeah.
So its shot number is 4,
Yeah.
and the strength of those shots is 8.
Okay.
So we hit the devastators on 5s. I'm a death skull, so I can reroll a hit. So 1 hit,
Nice.
that explodes, wounding on a 2. AP -5 makes a dead
No
devastator.
difference. Wow. Cool.
We'll shoot his gun over here, advanced, so 6 is to hit. He is a death skull, however, but he's still missed. And we'll have all of these pistols shoot that chaplain there.
Makes sense.
So 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 pistols.
So pistols shooting into the Ultramarine chaplain.
On 5s, we'll re-roll a hit. That's them. That is 1 6 here. So it's this many hits overall. Wounding on a 4. We'll re-roll one of these wound rolls. That is 6 saves to make it, no AP.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 saves to make. He is looking at, I think he's 1 wound. So he's got 4 wounds left.
And then we're going to have all these looters shoot into Sergeant Kronos.
Okay.
They're going to have 3 shots each.
Oh, that should do it.
3, 6, 7. So 21 shots.
Come on, Cronus.
Hitting on a 5.
Yeah.
We'll re-roll one of these hit rolls.
I believe he does get an extra wound, so I'm just going to pop him up to 4. Not that it
Yeah.
makes a difference, but I don't think I added one on my turn.
Don't believe you did. That is 5 6s.
Yeah, I don't think we're worried about this too much. Ooh.
And these are 5s to wound.
Yeah.
Reroll one of the wound rolls, so that's 2 at -1.
2 saves at -1.
That's 2 damage.
Okay, failed one, so that puts him down to 2. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Now we're just coming over here to these boys.
Yeah.
He will shoot the stern guard on the ground
Yeah.
with 20 shots.
Okay.
So they'll hit them on 5s.
Yeah.
Reroll a hit roll.
Ooh.
Yep, that is 3 6s. And wounding on a 4+. Reroll a wound roll. So that is 6 saves.
6
Well,
saves.
not happened the last time you tried these guys.
Oh, they died.
At least you got a statistical roll.
Yeah. Ooh, that was good. Ooh.
But that makes the shooting phase done.
Yeah.
So
Charges.
onto the charge phase.
Yeah.
Um,
You putting the big boy up there?
yeah, the war boss is going to charge upstairs.
I can't see him. Can I see him? No, I can't.
He's got 6 inches of movement, which is plenty
3 and
enough.
3. He's in. Nice.
Where do we send the boys who have now been freed? That's
That
a
is
question.
true. Come after Guilliman, tie him up.
I could tie Guilliman up, but I could also just die doing that.
Could do.
So I think we will target those Marines there, and we'll try and get those Devastators.
Well, you're going to go for both.
Yep.
Okay, so it's just really Guilliman then.
Guilliman
no.
is not being attacked.
Guilliman is not being tagged, but he will give the reroll. So these are the shots from the Grav, which is 1, but we do get rerolls with Gilly. So we'll roll these. That's not too bad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have 2 bolt guns. So 1, 2. Nice. So 4s from the bolt guns, re-rolling 1s. So that's 2 saves from the bolt guns, and then 3s, which is basically 4 saves
So
altogether.
cast one of them, that's 3 dead orcs.
Yeah. Ooh.
And we're going to try and charge.
Yeah.
So we've got 4, I'll re-roll both of those
Yeah.
for 8. So
Cool.
I do believe...
It's probably just the tactical squad.
Yeah, so the tactical squad is going to be murdered.
Nice.
I will start with the boys, so we'll have 3 attacks from the knob on 4s. 3s because of the banner, I'll use their re-roll hit, which still misses. 2s to wound the tactical marines, 2 saves at -3.
1 gone. And do you want to just do your war boss next? Because I'm not going to interrupt.
So I still got
Yeah.
a couple of boys that could have attacked here.
Well, he's probably going to kill them with his
Yeah,
power.
so I'll do the power claw from the boss on 3s,
Yeah.
re-roll in one of those misses, and 2s,
Okay.
re-roll a missed. So 2 saves at -3.
2 saves at -3. 1 gone. So I'll take that guy, and then you can do all your boys, which makes sense. So there's 3 boys up. There are 2 boys up there. They're in a range of either.
Yeah.
That's fine.
2 boys were on 2s
Yeah.
and 4s. So
Wow.
nothing from the boys. The boss had his squig, hits on 2s, wounds on 4s. Nothing from there. So 3 of those live to fight.
Ooh. Do
So
they hold that objective now? Or do
I have
they?
objective secured with 2 units there.
That is correct. And over here?
Over here, we'll move people as close as possible and try and get that assassinate point
Yeah.
for this Primaris Marine.
Very good.
So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boys attacking the chaplain and 3 into that drop pod.
Okay.
So I'll start with the boss knob, hitting on 4s
Nice.
and wounding on 2s. So that's 3 invulnerable saves.
4 up in ones. Do I want to spend a command point to keep him alive? I will do for the sake of it. Nope. 1 goes through.
D3 damage for 2.
Do I get my command point back? I don't. That's me out of command points.
So we got the 7 boys now attacking the
Did you just say 2 damage?
2 damage.
Cool. So he's got 2 wins left.
On 3s, I can re-roll a hit roll because I didn't need to on the knob. We will wound him on a 4 for toughness 4.
Yeah. Ooh.
And I can re-roll a wound roll here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 saves on this chaplain at no AP.
5 saves. He takes a wound, so he's down to 1 wound. Does he attack back?
I've got. He'll be able to attack back once I've duffed up this drop pod a little bit. And it's got 2 saves to make.
2 saves on the drop pod, no AP. He takes a wound.
Yeah.
Right, attacks back. 4 from the chaplain, hitting on 2s, and then 3s. And then drop the dice, so that's 4 at -1.
6 up invan. Nobody was lucky here.
Ooh, you good chaplain.
Then there's a couple of marines over there as well.
Yeah, I'll do 2 marines. 1 hit, 1 wound.
And no, that's another dead orc.
Ooh, the orcs are dying. Oh, the orcs are dying.
And then there's a couple of tactical marines to fight.
Yeah, so it's just these guys, because they've been charged, so they get that many attacks, followed by 1s. No, just 1 save.
And it's failed.
There we go. Anything else to do this turn?
Just take some morale tests.
Morale test. So this squad, how many did they lose?
2, they can't fail.
Yeah, and these guys can't fail either. So
But I can.
Oh,
So
you can.
We've got the leadership's 7 there.
Yeah.
So we
1.
are fine over there. And over here we lost 5 guys. 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. We are okay.
Very nice. So Ultramarine turn. Turn 3 now, isn't it? I did pull secure objective 1, but it's the only one I really have. I'm in a bit of a pickle here with a lot of these. Mechanical failed, which again I don't think surprises many people. So let me go into my movement and see what I can do. He is, well, he's going to be up to here, so we're hoping for a charge. These guys have moved so they can shoot the pain boy. Doesn't really matter. Cronus is out of combat. He's going to stay where he is. He counts as stationary though, but you're still in combat with the drop pod. So we're really kind of counting on the chaplain to do a little bit more damage. He's only got 1 wound left, so it's probably unlikely. Again, on the rope side, I'll score 1 point this turn for this, but I do need to do some shooting. So let us go into it without further ado. So the shooting phase for the Ultramarines will be this battery here into the guys at the back, 4d6. So that's not too bad. 4d3 actually. So hitting on 3s and then wounding on 3s. So 2.
That's 2 dead.
And 4d3 again. Probably shouldn't roll them slowly. 2 hit. It's the second battery now into the same squad of looters. Take that out. 3s to wound. Take those out. So 4 saves.
And I rolled pretty poorly.
Oh.
So there's 1 guy left.
And then there's nobody else for Cronus to shoot. So he's going to put his 4 shots in there as well into that poor guy. Hits on 2s no matter what. And he has wounded twice.
Nope.
And he goes up another
Cloud
wound.
of red mist.
Cloud of red mist. So that's that one gone. This squad here is going to shoot into... actually, Gilly will shoot first. So Gilly will go 1, 2... Who have I got? This guy here is going to fire into the Orks. He hits with reroll, hits twice, wounds on a 4, 1 save at -1. Passed, very nice. Gilly will now shoot into the Ork boys on the objective. But then I would need... Oh, we'll just do it anyway. Doesn't make a difference. 2s to hit. And then of those 2, we have wounded with none. Strength 6. 1 save at -2, 2 damage. That's 1 Ork boy. Shooting over here, I'm going to fire 3 grav into... Is it the Pain Boy? Is that what he's called?
That's the knob with a wall banner.
Yes, let's shoot 3 grav into him. And then the rest of the grav and the bolters will shoot into the boys. So hitting on 3s. Take those out. And then wounding on 3s.
Toughness 4, wounding on 3s.
Cool. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 saves to make.
6 plus invulnerable save.
Yep.
Oh, he's dead.
That is him removed. And then the bolter, 4 more into the Ork squad. 3s to wound, so 2 saves.
And that's 2 dead boys.
And then the bolters will do the same again. So they get no rerolls. Rerolls are 1s within range. So 1 save.
5 plus armor.
Oh, lovely.
But the invan is fine.
Charges then. I'll charge Guilliman into the boys.
Yep.
And I'll charge. So I'll do Gilly first. And Gilly will go into boat units in case he gets like a crazy roll.
We'll throw our stick bomb.
Yeah.
For 1 hit. So 6 is to hit. Nope. 2 pistols on 6s. I'll re-roll a hit roll. Nope. Got the rocket from the boss on a 6. I'll use his re-roll here. Nope. And his shoot apart misses as well.
Okay, and Gilly gets he gets 3 and up 4 inches. So he'll definitely get in range of those guys, but he's not going to get in range of the Ork.
You just stay not quite base contact with that boy.
Yeah.
And you can come all the way around when you pilot.
Oh, excellent. First to go into combat is actually Guilliman. So he's going to move around his 3 inches to be within 1 inch of those guys. He will get his 6 attacks, plus he charged. So hitting on 2s with re-rolls. This is the Emperor's Sword, by the way.
Yep.
That's 2... Actually, it's the wound rolls that are important, the 6s.
So I'm toughness 5.
And I'll be toughness 8. So 1 does D3. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 saves normally plus
5,
D3.
6 have invans, and no, that's a dead war boss.
1 dead war boss. And then You can actually... Who goes next?
So
I pick a
you
unit.
pick a unit to go.
Oh, chaplain, please. So the chaplain over here rolls hits on 2s. Can't re-roll those 1s because I'm terrible. 3 at -1.
6 up invans.
1 save.
1 save, so 2 died.
2 died. Well done, chaplain.
1, 2 guys there.
Very
So
nice.
I will go with these.
Yeah.
We're going to put 2 boys into hit, and these 3 and the knob into the chaplain.
Yeah.
So I'll start with the knob. Hits on 4s, re-rolls a hit roll. No, so that's 3 boys. 3s to hit, and 4s to wound. And I will use a re-roll to wound here. So that's 4 saves on your chaplain.
1,
no
2,
AP.
3, 4. I believe these are 3 up saves.
3
It's
up
just
armor.
a Primaris Marine. I've actually failed one, so he's gone.
And then there are 2 boys into the weapons team's crew,
Yep.
which all hit. And that's 2 saves.
2 saves on those boys. 1 gone. And then they'll attack back, and they fail to hit. So there's just 1 there. Very nice.
Come around here with these boys. They're dead boys.
Dead boys.
And then we'll come over here. And we'll have the knob strike first on 4s. A re-roll a hit roll. He'll wound Guilliman on 3s. Re-rolling a wound roll for 2 saves on the invan
2 saves on the invuln. I failed 1.
for 3 damage.
Okay, put him down to 6.
And then the boys strike next
Yep.
on 3s and
5s and
5s.
6s.
That's 4 saves. 3, sorry.
Sorry, 3 saves. He takes 1 more wound, so he has 5 wounds left. Ooh, don't go dying on me, Gilly.
Well, he's got another mob of boys coming now.
Absolutely.
So at the end of the Ultramarines' turn, I've got 1 morale test on those,
Yeah,
which I pass with a 3,
yeah.
and I score Assassinate and Defend 5 for my cards.
Do you get over here? Do you actually get morale test on these guys?
I do need to take a morale test, which 3, 4, 5, I'm okay.
Cool. 4, 5.
I'm leadership 7.
Yes, no one
so
was killed in
3
that
died.
combat.
Start of the Orcs' turn, we're going to draw 4 cards. We've got Secure 2, Defend 2, Kingslayer, and Behind Enemy Lines. Kingslayer, I need to kill Guilliman.
Yep.
Objective 2 has become very important.
Objective number 2 is actually
The
up
1
here.
barrels.
Do you have to hold that at the end of your turn?
So
or-
I need to hold it at my turn and your turn.
Okay, that's
the defend.
probably. But I think
So-
actually killing the chaplain was very good, in the
Yeah.
sense that that put you up to 7. So even though I did score 1 last turn, which puts me up to 3 points, I would have been 1 behind, but now I am 4 behind. So I need to pull some crazy cards, if I'm to do anything.
Let's go mob Guilliman.
Cool. At the end of the movement phase, Alex has brought the boys, the jet-propelled truck forward, falling back from objective number 2. Weird boys come across, do some smiting, and then we have over here, we have the combat that is ongoing. Correct?
Yep, so to the psychic phase we'll try a smite.
4.
We fail.
No smiting today.
So shooting phase now comes,
Yes?
and we'll put a whole load of bolter equivalent fire into Guilliman. And
Okay.
come back in a bit once we have. So first things first, we're going to have a boy throw a tank buster bomb at Guilliman.
Yeah.
He gets D3 shots for 3. He'll hit on 5s. I will use a reroll to hit on this and hit 1.
Yeah.
Strength 8. So that is a wound at -2 AP.
Okay, 3 up in 1, which he fails.
And D6 damage, which I can reroll the value of.
Okay,
So 1, I will reroll that for 2 damage.
cool. Put him down to 3.
And then we have the sluggers and the shooters all firing in
Yeah.
on 5s to hit. Plenty of misses, but a good number of hits still. That is 5 6s.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. These wound on 5s.
Take him down.
And I can use a reroll to wound here. I didn't need it earlier. There is 1 wound.
Okay. 1-2 up save, I'm assuming, which is
Yep.
fine.
Now we're going to have the shock jump dragster shoot into Guilliman.
Yeah.
We have the shock rifle, which 1 hit, re-roll a hit roll, 2 hits, wounding on 3s. So that's, I'll re-roll a wound roll here.
Okay.
1 at -3.
Okay. Which he fails again.
This is a d6 damage again
Wow.
for 5.
Okay, so he's down. We know he's down.
He's
Let's see if
there.
we get back up.
So the rest of the shooting phase,
Yeah.
we will have the big mech who shuffled across to see Guilliman. Now instead, he can't now see those devastators, so he will shoot that empty drop pod back here
Empty drop pod.
for 2d6 times
Yeah.
at strength 5.
Cool. So
6 to hit because he moved with a
yeah.
heavy weapon. I'll re-roll a hit roll. That is a 6 for an extra shot though.
yeah.
It's a 5 to wound, which I can re-roll for nothing. All that dice does nothing.
He's had a terrible game. What about shock attack on? I've seen this happen before to other players. Right, is that your shooting phase?
Just a few pistols.
Few pistols into the Space Marine the drop.
Yeah, we'll try and finish off that Space Marine with 6 pistol shots.
Yeah.
1 re-roll. And he is now wounded for 1 save.
Which he
His
passes.
armor holds.
Oh,
So now we can start charging after we see if Guilliman gets up again.
does Guilliman get back up? He does, and he gets back up with 2 wins.
Perfect.
Cool.
Well, that means that the big squad of boys is charging him.
Very nice. So he'll get 6 attacks. Need 6s. 1 6 with rerolls. 2 6s. 3s to wound.
Oh no, 2 boys died.
Very good.
How far are we going?
7
We will
inches.
re-roll a 1 with, here we go, for
Yep.
11 inches.
Very nice.
How many can we pile on?
We'll find out.
Floor on the knob, we
Yeah.
have 20 in the squad. Hits on 4s, I'll re-roll a hit roll hit. We'll wound on 3s, I'll re-roll this wound roll. So that's 2 invulnerable saves on Guilliman.
Yeah, 3 up saves, which he fails the 1.
So D3 damage,
Please roll low.
that's 3, that is a dead Guilliman.
Dead Guilliman.
And that knob gets a promotion.
Yes.
So we will then pile in, can't quite tag the squad, but that will do us nicely.
Interesting.
And then we beat up the Space Marine down there.
Okay. Yes. Do you do the knob first, or do you want to go? Actually, go for the
Pile
guys.
into
'Cause-
Sergeant Kronos.
yeah,
Just give him at least a -1 to hit next time.
for sure.
Yeah, so we can't
You want to, yeah. So what you
get
could
the
do?
knob into Kronos. We're not quite close enough.
Yeah. I was going to say you might be able to take the Space Marine out, and then just take the drop pod out with the power fist. But we'll have to wait and see.
So yeah, we'll power claw the Space Marine. Just make sure he's dead. Everything is
Yeah.
into that Space Marine.
You don't want them shot.
So we'll re-roll a hit roll. 2s to wound. Re-roll that wound roll. 1 save on the Space Marine.
Oh, he makes it.
So that's 5 more guys into that Space Marine.
You don't like him.
No, he's been standing around hitting us with his gun butt for a while.
Nice.
So it's time to put him down.
Oh,
Possibly.
Not with those rolls.
He has 2 armor saves.
Space Marine.
No, that's it. He's gone down.
Man, there's always that sneaky 2 or a 1 hidden in there. I'm not asking much, guys. I'm not asking much.
That means we tuck right into this drop pod and see if we can survive.
That's your turn, isn't it?
That's me done.
Right.
So I will score behind enemy lines. I'll score the D3 for Kingslayer, which is worth 3. I secured 2. Halfway through defending 2, and I would discard Get and Boss.
Oh, I've got secure objective 2. You haven't attacked Cronus, but Cronus is going to get D3 attacks back. He gets 3. Needing 6s. Come on, Cronus. Nothing. So you're okay. Drop pod can't do anything. So I actually pulled secure objective 2, which is funny enough. This objective.
Surrounded in boys.
Surrounded in boys. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. Let me think. My movement, not really much to do. Sergeant Cronus fell back there in combat with the drop pod, can't shoot them. These guys have moved away a little bit more, not that it'll make a difference. But you can't fall, you can fall back in charge, so they're okay. These guys are closer to the Pain Boy. And then the Ultramarines here, funny enough, are kind of sat in no man's land. So I will pop these 3 guys, funny enough, to here. So what we will do is we will start with the grav. So we'll do all the weapons into the pain boy. We'll do 4 at a time. This is grav, by the way, which I'm rolling 1 at a time, which is really weird to do, but anyway.
Plenty of hits.
Yeah, just dragging it out now. Right, 3s to wound. Is he toughness 5?
Toughness 4.
Toughness 4. So you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds or 7
6
saves.
up armor or inban. Oh no, he's gone down.
Oh, excellent. Needed to get rid of him.
Psychic explosions everywhere.
Let me see what we can do. I'm going to do Cronus, Sergeant Cronus, into the.
There's a squad of 3 boys in there, and then a squad of 20.
I'll go into the squad of 20. So I'll roll 4 shots of volley fire because he counts as stationary. 2s, yeah, this will be strength 9.
6 up inbuns, 3 guys down.
And then we'll do 2 lots of. I'm going to fire all of these into the big squad. Right, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, so that's 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 shots. Let me come into those. 18 with the thunder fire shots. So take away the 3s. I don't know if I'm that keen on these. They haven't really performed as well as I would have liked. Hence why I only did that many wins. I thought these would be overkill with the Orcs. So 6 saves.
4 down.
Wow. Not as crazy as I thought. Gonna rapid fire the drop pod into the Orcs holding the objective. I hit 3 times and I win twice. -1.
1 save on an Orc.
1 save.
So
on
1
an
more
Orc.
dead Orc. Bap.
I think these guys here are going to be in range.
Yeah, they can bolt gun.
They're going to bolt gun, which I probably should have done a lot sooner. But you know, hey ho. And that's 2 more saves on these close Orcs.
1 down.
Ooh, 1 down. And then where does that leave you? That leaves you on the objective, doesn't it?
That leaves me with a lot of boys still on the objective.
So once again, I have failed. These tactical cards have been terrible. Combat. I can't even do combat here with the guys. I think. How many are left here?
There's 4, 8, 12 of one squad and like.
I don't
3
care.
of the next.
I'm going to just throw them in there.
Awesome.
Oh, you do get to overwatch me.
Yes, I'll throw a tank buster bomb.
Yeah, which
3
hits?
times.
Oh,
I'll re-roll a hit roll. Nope. And then a whole load of shooters.
Yeah.
And
Oh, these guys haven't fired, have they?
no, they didn't shoot.
Okay,
first.
so let me shoot before you do this. I know this is all higgledy-piggledy. We're nearly there.
All hit.
All hit. 4s to wound. That is actually pretty good. 5 saves.
Who knows? Just go point blank. That works.
You could have taken 5 away from there.
I'm an Orc. I want to fight.
Good. I want some vengeance.
I think that's 5.
Cool. Not very ultra today.
5 and a pistol. There's a 6th guy up top there.
Yeah. Roll away. Oh,
Oh, here we go.
oh wow, that was good.
So that's 5 more attempts as well.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
These are on 4s to wound.
4s to wound.
Reroll one of those. So that is 4 saves.
So I have 4 saves, and I just get the feeling that like a couple of these are gonna die. I'm not that I'm jinxing myself, but I just have a feeling in my gut. 1. Oh, thank God 1 died. I look really foolish there, didn't I?
He decided he had enough and went home.
Right, 4 attacks, all hit. Come on, 4s. Ooh, that's good. Ooh,
One
you
guy
made 2
dies.
6s. Well done.
Blap.
I think I've enough to survive you. This is
Don't
what
think
it's
the
all
knob
come
can
down
quite
to.
get down on 3 inches, so it's just these guys on the ground floor. He'll
Yeah.
pile forward for the sake of it.
Good
but-
luck. I'm definitely not getting that point.
So, into the guys, we'll re-roll a hit roll. We're on 4s to wound. And we'll re-roll one of these. There are 3 saves to make on those tactical marines. Another one's gone down.
Another one's gone down. And my Ultramarine. This is my Deadpool, by the way. Right. And then, do I do a morale test? I don't think so.
I do.
No, I've only had 3. Yeah, you do. How many have I killed?
I've lost 15, so I think that whole squad just runs.
So basically, if I hadn't have shot your guys... No, they're 2 separate squads.
No,
oh, he's
these
in there.
Squads
So basically, if I didn't charge in there, that would have been a better outcome for me.
Probably.
I could have just shot and charged that squad, and they'd have died. Right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think you could have reached that other squad without a bonkers charge anyway, because I had the guys up top.
These 2. Bonkers charge.
Possibly.
Yeah. We wouldn't have done anything. We just... I don't know. I don't know. I probably should have let you go first. I think that's where I made my first mistake. Right. I don't think there's any point drawing us any further, any more pain through that. I do think it's going to be slow now. You probably going to stay in combat there. I could maybe... You'll probably shoot me with your pain boy. I might shoot these guys, but you're so many points ahead. You're 12 points now, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah, let's call it there. I think everybody, again... I don't know. This drop pod Ultramarines list is beautiful, but it's not really doing what it needs to do. I don't know.
With the combat army, I just stick myself onto a drop pod and can't get shot. So
yeah. Oh, it was good. I hope you enjoyed this so far then. Right, so there we are. Another battle report concluded. Not really going in my favour this week, but hopefully you've all enjoyed it. Please drop your comments below. It's always appreciated. If you have jumped over to Patreon and you have supported us there and given a little donation, thank you very much. And we will see you next week.